My name is Jessica and I've been involved in youth work for quite many years, and I do international projects with young people but also with youth workers, and since a few months I'm leading a media lab in my organization. My connection about digital youth work is I started to work since the pandemic in a media lab. And in this media lab, this is kind of an open youth club, and we do digital activities for young people. Young people can participate in our media lab. They can just come, and we are an open space basically, and we have all kinds of equipment, media equipment. So we have computers, we have of course Wi-Fi, we also have iPads, cameras, we can record videos, podcasts, so they can just try out things on their own, or there are some coaches around and some pedagogies around, and we will support them if they have any questions. Our idea to make digital spaces more inclusive is basically three things. What I would recommend to make digital spaces more inclusive is, first of all, I think we have to change our mindset. For example, if I would like to create an activity in a digital space, I normally just see the screen of the people who are with me, for example on Zoom. I don't see the whole person. So if there is a person in a wheelchair, I might not see that. And me as a trainer or facilitator or educator, I have to think about the whole frame. And if I choose a method or an activity, for example, participants should grab an item from the room, or they should stand up and dance. Maybe the person in the wheelchair just cannot do it, and I don't see that in the screen basically. So changing the mindset, taking everything into account is one recommendation to make digital spaces more inclusive. And the other thing is, normally we see young people as digital natives, but in fact, it doesn't mean that they automatically know how to behave or how to use digital tools or how to behave in digital spaces. So we have to make some agreements with them. We have to teach them somehow how to do that. So that's another recommendation. And maybe also to make digital spaces more inclusive, I would say giving the infrastructure. So if we do hybrid or blended youth exchanges with young people from different countries, yes, they can connect, for example, via Zoom, but maybe they don't have at-home Wi-Fi, or they don't have a computer, or they have to share the computer with different people, like with siblings. So if they come in our youth center, we provide them with the computers and with the needed gadgets. During the whole digital transformation process, I realized that everything is connected. So if we speak about the digital transformation process, it's super connected to inclusion. And talking about digital inclusion, it's connected to participation. I can just include young people when I make them participate in the project. So it's all connected. And what I take out of this long-term course is like the network of people that I found here, and that I see this whole digital transformation as a process. It's nothing that will be done in one day. It's something that will take a while, and I'm totally fascinated by the fact that how can I make the youth workers I work with at home, how can I make them more motivated to try out new tools, to try out new activities when it comes to digital transformation. So, I mean, I have some skeptical or critical youth workers when it comes to digital things, but this is kind of challenging me to find ways how to motivate them to be less skeptical, or to be curious about trying out new digital activities or tools. I think the trainers or facilitators or youth workers who would like to work in the field of youth work or digital youth work, they should be curious, they should try out new things, and they shouldn't be afraid to fail in any sense. When we are implementing activities in the digital space, of course, things will happen. Not everything will go smoothly. So sometimes the Wi-Fi is not working. Sometimes participants doesn't really know where is the right button to click on. We need to accept this kind of ambiguity, and then we will be fine. So if we are more relaxed, it will help us with these digital activities. And I would also say that one tip is maybe the best way to predict the future is kind of trying out new things and just allowing us to do it, to try it. I would say changing the mindset. This would be a tip. So normally when we plan our activities, we don't take so many things into account. So we really need to consider every small detail. So, and another tip is to offer not only one option how to do a task, but maybe giving different options for different participants. When it comes to motivate the youth workers in my city or in my network, I always tell them that the best way to predict the future is to create it. So be motivated, be curious, and just let's do it. Don't be afraid for digital spaces or anything related to this whole digital transformation process. The digital transformation process will happen anyway. So how can we make the best out of it? That's the question for me.